This road really quite technical, lots of twists and turns, and it looks like there's a bit of a split in the bunch. I wonder if there's been a crash behind.
I'm beginning to wonder that myself, but Ackerman is here and he's in a safe place. Lots of work to do. I think it was possibly just a magnification of all of those roundabouts, some twists and turns as well to be dealt with, Magnus, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, definitely. Just wondered why it's not normal to see a split like that open up in the peloton in the final kilometers like this. Something must have gone on, but there's a bit of work left to be done here now by De Koning Quickstep to get themselves back into contention, and right there they come on the right hand side of your picture at the bottom.
Aberasturi has just been led out at the moment. He's man two, but very cleverly. Sam Bennett is indeed just getting back in, and this is exactly what you predicted, Magnus. We've seen a few on the deck. Cameras will be jinking, and guess what? Two indeed. Shane Archbold, crucial indeed at the lead-in. Fabio Jakobsen also just tangled up. Shane Archbold won't be part of the lead-out train, so that explains that. Meanwhile, Kyle Roral kept themselves in a very safe place, still there. Have they done too much work? I guess the answer will come to us fairly shortly, Magnus.
I think it definitely will come fairly shortly, and I do think they've done a little bit too much, a bit too early. There's a lot of big teams sitting back here now, just waiting for the right moment, and I don't think you don't want to go much more than 2 kilometers out and go full gas, especially as we got that little bit of a rise in the final kilometer to deal with as well.
Let's see how it pans out for us, shall we? It's a busy approach, to say the very least. So, Kyle Roral still in dominating mode. They know the roads here. I imagine they have previewed it good and proper. Time to dig then, and indeed dig in potentially for glory if you've got something out there. WS52 FC Porto sort of helping the load here, Magnus.
Well, they are definitely. Oh, that motorbike really.
Wrong time, wrong side of the road. Get out of there. Finally being sent away, but really had a big impact, big influence there. Not what you want to see, Magnus.
No, definitely not. And this is coming now towards a crucial part of the race where the leader is. The pace is so high, and having to close those little gaps now is going to be very, very difficult. But Powell, Salson, Bingo, we've lost them completely now. De Koning Quickstep are moving up with Ballerini, Merker and Sam Bennett.
Yeah, indeed. However, you can also see, likewise, Borra in the frame. Niels Pollitt just offering up a wheel as well. Ryan Gibbons, I think, may well have just made it to this position. FC Porto have done an awful lot of work. Time then to light the afterburners, if indeed you've got anything left today. Few others to conjure with. We've got Linares as well in the green, still working their way up through to this one. And Bennett is still waiting to be seen, to be honest. It's all
just
about
down the
FC
right-hand
Porto.
side of the picture now. Finally
gets himself Ballerini, I think it is, that's just dragging him into place. Is that right, Magnus?
Yeah, just behind you got Ballerini, and then just behind that you got Mikael Merker, I think it is, and Sam Bennett on the wheel there as well.
This is Messi just having a look through as well. Niels Pollitt just tightening his shoes. Still got Pascal Ackermann with him. A few others as well. Still looming there is Kyle Roral's Aberasturi. Now they are climbing, or they will be after this this roundabout. Marc Serrault is also being guided into place here by Tauser for AG2R Citroën. Some big turns. A lot of riders have had to retrieve the situation. Marc Serrault from AG2R the Mondial has already looks like he may well be going solo here. Oh, look at the approach pace. This is absolutely frightening.
1 kilometer to go.
With this, don't forget, there's left-hander at the 650-meter mark. Having to go very long is Aberasturi. I think he's on his own here. That's just pacing everybody. In fact, that may well be him at about P8 at the moment. Let's have a quick look. It is Aberasturi. I think he's just had to dig in for himself. Sam Bennett's crew are here. Now then, this is that big roundabout you were telling me. I was telling you about. Big dive up the centre by David Gonzalez, it turns out to be. And it looks like Aberasturi is there. Gonzalez was trying to help him out. No help now for anybody, save for the wicked, I think you might say, as we head for this this ramp. The 300 metres to go marker. Ryan Gibbons is also in the frame here for UAE. This is good work by him. Sam Bennett just keeping it sensible for the time being, Magnus.
Yeah, definitely. And Murkoff is just launching the sprint here now. It's Bennett coming on the left-hand side.
Here he goes to the barriers. Bennett's gone wide and wild. Danny Van Poppel's also in the mix here. Sam Bennett's going to take it though, I think. And there it is. Nicely delivered by Sam Bennett. Danny Van Poppel just in the runners-up position here. Pascal Ackermann, I'm afraid, brutalised by the approach today, along with quite a few others. We'll wait and see where Eber Astori finished for Cairo Ral. And likewise, Daniel Kofsky, I'm afraid, from Binyol Powell's, who found himself out of shape as well. Difficult day, most certainly. The approach was horrendous. We had a bump and some bruises as well along the way.
That lead out goes so deep into this, and Mikael Mørk is just sitting there looking around, waiting for the right moment to go with Sam Bennett. And once Mørk goes, obviously Bennett has to react. It's a long sprint out of the saddle to even follow Mørk.
Well,
I think that is...
Here comes Eber Astori for Cairo Ral. That is Daniel Kofsky, the Polish champion, just on the barriers here, running out of steam, I'm afraid. Tries to pick it up and follow the Cairo Ral man. But Eber Astori is going to get a creditable third place here today. Looks like runner-up on the day, Danny Van Poppel. But Sam Bennett had the bossing of it. Confirmation of the results. Daniel Kofsky and Eber Astori did come close. Leitao and Morkov, 5th and 6th, ahead of Dreisnes. Rui Oliveira, Ethan Hayter, great finish for him. He can time trial, he can climb, he may well just win the whole thing. What an opener today, eh?